reminding us that the cleanest source of energy was always above us and never below. Although there's a challenge in letting go, we must focus on building a sustainable energy flow. It's not hard to see. We need EVs, PVs and LEDs, batteries, efficiency and R&D. We can transform the world's carbon intensity, yet there tends to be a tendency for us to say that politically, realistically, the feasibility is grey. But political will itself is a renewable resource. We just have to rearrange our course and interchange our power source. A green future is a human right, and if humans are right, we should all unite and collectively decide to choose the side of no divide, which happens to coincide with our motto. It's not united in adversity, it's united in diversity. Now, more than ever, we need to insulate our homes and our democracies. Stop taking future generation loans and start with real long-term policies. We need to build heat pumps and public trust. Stop turning ecosystems into garbage dumps and start making the energy transition truly just. We need to decarbonize our economy and deconstruct silos, because we are more than a net zero wannabe with good bylaws. Here comes the sun. But we are choking on the flames of a disease called externalities. Yes, we are sick with a flu called CO2. Here comes the sun, but our energy still burns futures before they begin. We call transitional fossil fuels a win, not a sin, and our atmosphere gets thin while we keep playing to the violin of lobbyists, not citizens. Here comes the sun, but the only thing that's rising faster than the sun is our sea level. And we look the devil in the eye and say, it's a good day. The sun is out, coal subsidies are in, but don't worry, it's a win-win because we can sequester the carbon. I beg your pardon? Carbon capture to solve the climate crisis while ignoring and fossil fuel consumption still rises is like burning all the trees in the spring, so the forest fire doesn't take them in the summer. So business as usual is delusional. We try to price the planet in burnout, like you could PayPal your way out of a drought. And if a climate hazard generates a steady cash flow, investment banks will think about the IPO. Because for some, green is just greed with a typo. ESG is a nice portfolio add-on, but we can't buy the Amazon on Amazon if it's gone. And same-day shipping won't stop our climate from tipping. But we are tolerant when a conglomerate bottles our rivers in plastic containers. I'm just speechless, because there are a couple of things that should be no-brainers. We shouldn't need a PhD to see that clean air should be free. We shouldn't need a keynote speaker to know the Gulf Stream's getting weaker. You don't need a Nobel Prize to see our glaciers vaporize. Because innovation without regulation is just acceleration without foundation. And a mission without action is just ambition without traction. Let's solve this in time. I know, I won't do it on my own with a rhyme, but we can do it together, hands intertwined, standing strong without being wrong. Here comes the sun, reminding us that the cleanest source of energy was always above us and never below. And it's not hard to see. We need EVs, PVs and LEDs, batteries, efficiency and R&D. We can transform the world's carbon intensity, yet there tends to be a tendency for us to say that politically, realistically, the feasibility is grey. But political will itself is a renewable resource. We just have to rearrange our course and interchange our power source. A green future is a human right. And if humans are right, we should all unite and collectively decide to choose the side of no divide. And I think we should abide by a new motto. United in certainty, united in urgency, united in diversity.